Paul George seems to really want Russell Westbrook with the Clippers based on his recent comments in the media. So today I put Russ on the team, gave him a long-term deal, and I also changed the peak end ages of all these guys to 36 because PG and Kawhi are known for falling off early in 2K, and then the Clippers team sucks, and that would kind of ruin the video. So let's get straight into the first playoff run of the video. Of course, Luka is your MVP. What else would you expect? Paolo is the Rookie of the Year. Ben Mathurin, 6-man. Giannis DPOY. Alperen Sengun, Most Improved. And we were not that good this season. I really like the Clippers trade deadline, so I kind of expected us to be better considering the talent the Clippers were able to add at the deadline, but we're a play-in team, and we're one of the lower-end playoff team or play-in teams, which means that we have to win 2 games in a row to get into the playoffs. And also, Russ's numbers might be a little bit lower because I imported his player DNA over Jason Preston, who had low numbers this season, so kind of ignore his season numbers. We don't really care about all that. Really what matters is getting into the playoffs and trying to make something happen. So let's go ahead and let's see what we can do. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves here in the first round. We don't even make it out of the first round of the play-in, bro. Come on now. We're going to have to run it back another season where our guys are just getting older and getting worse. So we might be cooked, but hopefully we can make some trades, some additions, do something to get this team better. Ja Morant is the most valuable player. Roderick Moncrief is the Rookie of the Year. John Wall, 6th Man of the Year. He's a guy who could enter the buyout market. He put up some numbers in Charlotte on some bad efficiency. I don't know why the Hornets would sign him to their team, but yeah, you know, it's 2K. Jalen Duren, Most Improved. It's interesting because there was that whole thing with Wiseman going to the Pistons, but then there was there was like something that came up on Gary Payton's physical, and now the trade might completely fall through, and also trading Wiseman to get Gary Payton the second back is crazy. GP2 was good, but the fact that Wiseman was a second overall pick, and this is the trajectory his career has been on so far, is absolutely insane. Bones Highland played well. Bones Highland was a steal at the deadline for the Clippers. Russ just played his role. I mean, he's putting up solid numbers. The turnovers aren't that high. He's shooting well from the field. I like this from Russ. This is a solid season from him. They also added Kelly Oubre Jr., so there's an addition that they were able to make on a minimum contract. Like that addition there. And it seems like they made a couple trades. We've got Brandon Clark on the team, Chris Boucher on the team, Josh Hart's on the roster. So it seems like the team did end up making some moves. We made a trade for Brandon Clark, and we also made a trade for Chris Boucher. Fan favorite Terrence Mann is out of here. I'm pretty sure Clipper fans really like him. So we're pretty down bad. We've got to simcast these playing games at this point, and we're not even going to win those. We need to get in the playoffs next year, man. This is absolutely horrible. Russell Westbrook kind of sells in the playing game, but like, we shouldn't be in the play-in in the first place. And since I'm complaining about this, you know what else I should complain about? The fact that y'all aren't subscribed to the channel. Come on, man. You're watching the content. You don't subscribe? Like, come on now. I need subscribers. We're trying to hit 6K. We're really close, so you should subscribe to the channel. But if you don't, then I guess you don't like the video. So why are you here? Yeah, get out. The door's right there. And Luka Doncic is your MVP. Has he won all the MVPs in this video? Cole Anthony is with the Warriors. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved. Good season from Cade there. LeBron, All-NBA second team. This man is ridiculous. He's so old, and yet he gets so many buckets. Paul George, All-Defensive first team. And yet again, we're playing frauds. Wow, what a surprise. Who would have thought? We're in the play-in tournament. I don't understand. Like, we have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And guess what? We picked up Markelle Fultz on a minimum. He's an 86 overall. Now we've got all the point guards. Bones Highland, Markelle Fultz, Russell Westbrook, and we somehow still can't even make it in as a playoff team. We can't even be a 7 or 8 seed in the play-in, but it looks like we're actually going to win in the play-in for once. So, wow, it's a miracle. Paul George, 29 points, Kawhi Leonard, 22, Bones Highland, 19, and Russell Westbrook with a nice 10 assist game. Didn't take too many shots. Just did his thing as a playmaker. I think that's what the Clippers would want from him if they were to add him to the roster in real life. But we've got to fight through another play-in game. This time we've got the Golden State Warriors, and they get close in the clutch. I probably should have hopped in to watch, but our team might have sold if I hopped in, because y'all know how, like, the AI's logic once you hop in the game is just absolutely awful. They could have done some stupid stuff and sold the game. So, you know what? We're here. We're in the first round. We're facing the Grizzlies, who have Zubats. So the Zubats revenge tour is here. We traded him for Brandon Clark earlier. Remember that? So let's go ahead and let's see if we can actually beat this 1-seeded Grizzlies team. Game number 1, we lose by 7, but that's not that bad. Like, they're a number 1 seed. Paul George had a good game. If our guys can turn it up, I think maybe we can make something happen. Probably not, though. We barely made it out of the play-in. Let's be honest. All right, game number 2, the Grizzlies. Yeah, they blow us out of the water. That's tough. But we're the 8th seed, so we really weren't favored going into this series by any means. I mean, Markelle had a good game. PG did. Bones Highland had a good game. Just wasn't enough because Ja Morant dropped 67 points in a playoff game, which is the most of all time. Ridiculous from Ja Morant. I can't even believe that, man. And in game number 3, coming off of Ja Morant's 57-point night, we're really fighting against them, but we kind of blow it in the fourth quarter. Markelle has another good game. He's been a huge pickup for us, playing really well, but we just can't get it done again. I mean, this Grizzlies team is pretty tough. We are able to take a game, which gave me some hope, but yeah, it was false hope, let's be honest. And I also changed our guys' peak end age to 40 because at this point, it's not looking good. We're going to need some more years. Hopefully, we can make some trades, make some pickups, and try to get better. Hey, we might have some hope this season. We're going to get into the playoffs as the 5th seed. We don't even have to go through the play-in this year. We're going to be in a 4-5 matchup, so that should be pretty evenly matched. Giannis is on the Cavs now, by the way. Just ridiculous. And they also still have Darius Garland, while Donovan Mitchell now takes Giannis' spot on the Bucks. The way 2K's player movement works is absolutely crazy. Like, so many guys change teams in this game. All right, we're in here against the Houston Rockets, but I wanted to check out what was going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers also after we checked the player stats, because I don't know what they got going on over there, how they got Giannis. But Markelle Fultz is back on a minimum contract, so shout out Markelle. We really need his help here. And Bones Highland and Westbrook are still doing their thing, putting up good numbers. We've also got Clayton Garrett. It looks like he's been playing solid for us. And then some other role players, Dario Saric, Brandon Clark, Eric Pascal, Chris Boucher, Luke Kennard's back. But look at this Cavs team. They picked up Jamal Murray. They also have John Collins. They've got Kelly Oubre. They've got Jarrett Allen. This team is ridiculous. So we're going to have to go through them if we somehow make it to the finals, or if they even make it, because they're the 5 seed. I don't understand 2K, but here we go. Round number 1. The Rockets no longer have Jalen Green, so that's good news for us. Hopefully we can take them down. They've got a much better front court than us, though, and in the first 2 games, it looks like that front court's giving us problems. Game 3, it's the same thing, and Game 4, we're out of here. We get swept by a team that's only 1 seed better than us. And the Lakers, with 41-year-old LeBron, are in the finals against Paolo, and Paolo wins? Look at this Lakers team. What happened? They have Lauri Markkanen now. They've still got LeBron. They've got AD. They've got Brandon Ingram. Emmanuel Mudiay is on the roster as well. What in the world is going on with this Lakers team? Like, what y'all got going on? Emmanuel Mudiay's back in the league? Like, bro, I don't understand how this 2K game works. Like, how do they do this? And LeBron decides to retire, but I overrode his retirement. Maybe I'll regret that later, but that roster was ridiculous. I want Bron to get another ring, so we'll let him come back for another season. We don't really see too crazy progression from our guys, and this season, even though we kind of sucked, we still got a good seed. I guess the league was just kind of mid, or there were some really bad teams everybody was beating up on. Jalen Duren, 6th man of the year. He's been going crazy in this sim. Hey, our squad has been playing much better, though. At least we're getting into guaranteed playoff spots rather than making the play-in tournament. PG, all defensive second team. And let's go ahead and let's see what we can do. So, we've got the Lakers in the first round, so I'm probably going to regret overriding LeBron's retirement, but hey, we'll see what happens, you know. And we've got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, still the same guys out here hooping for us. We've got a lot more point guards now, though, with Bones Highland. We've also got this other guy, Clayton Garrett. I think it is Garrett. Yeah, Clayton. He's out there hooping for us. So we've got a lot of point guards on the team, but overall, our guys were doing our thing. Terrence Davis is always good as a bucket getter in 2K. He scores quite a bit. If you give him just a handful of minutes, he'll go out there and get buckets, at least from what I've seen. And the Lakers, they've got a squad, bro. We might lose to them. I really shouldn't have let LeBron come back for another season. But let's see what we can do. We take game number 1. And in this one, we go ahead and we see that they have Lauri Markkanen on the team as well. And they've got this guy, Anton, who's an 84 overall. He's been going crazy for them, averaging almost 20 a game. They've still got LeBron. They've still got AD. They've got Brandon Ingram. They've got Lauri Markkanen. This is not looking good for us. I shouldn't have overrode LeBron's retirement. They take game number 2. We take take game number 3. They take 4. So it's a tied up series. Am I really going to regret? Oh my. It's over for us. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Because this one was definitely on me. This L was definitely on me. We're headed to a game 7. Oh, bro. We lost, and guess who it was? It was LeBron. It was LeBron. I can just see the Twitter post, hashtag just a kid from Akron, hashtag King James or something like that, bro. We beat the Clippers in game 7. Oh my gosh. I mean, they lost in the second round anyway, so we probably would have lost to the Thunder regardless. It's no big deal. I mean, that one's still on me, but we probably still would have lost regardless, so it's okay. Let's get into another year. It's 2028. I don't even think we've sniffed the second round yet. We've been in the first. Sniffed is a crazy vocab word or like word use. I don't know, man. Luka's in Minnesota now, and they won a lot of games, so they probably got some good players. And Luka, if you give him good players, do you see what he does when he doesn't have good players? If he has good players, it might be over for us. We're in the playoffs though, so that's a thing. Like, we're here. We're probably gonna lose in the first round, but we're here. We're here. And this season, Paul George was doing his thing. We added a new dude, Darren Barkley. It looks like we made some type of trade, and Clayton Garrett was doing his thing as well. Kawhi Leonard. We've also got Devin Vassell on the roster, so we've got quite a nice squad out here. I sound like an old head. We've got quite a nice squad. But yeah, we were able to sign Devin Vassell to a minimum contract. That was an absolute steal. He's an 87 overall, and Cedric Hopkins was out there scoring for us a little bit. Xavier Tillman. And let's go ahead and let's get into this first round matchup. OKC, they don't have Shea anymore, but they've got a lot of other guys, so this might not be good for us. And also, check out this Minnesota Timberwolves team. I knew when Luka won all those games, he had a squad, but he's got Ant Jabari, Pat Williams, Ben Mathurin. Like, how is this fair? How is this fair? How did y'all allow this to happen? Adam Silver, like, how did you let this happen in 2K, bro? Come on now. And yeah, we get cooked by the Thunder. Like, are we ever gonna make it out of the first round? Luka. Of course, you give Luka all those players, you think he's not going to win? Steph Curry's on the Knicks now. He had to fulfill the prophecy. He wanted to be drafted by them. Thank goodness bro didn't get drafted by them, because he ended up getting 4 rings. I don't think he would have got those in New York. No disrespect to Knicks fans, but like, I don't think it would have happened. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into yet another season. Probably another year of mid, but I mean, what do you all expect at this point? We have been absolutely struggling throughout the entirety of this video. But if you've been watching this long in the video, you've just been watching mid the entire time. So there's got to be something entertaining about the content. You should subscribe. Also, Tyrese Halliburton is off the bench in Indiana because they have Ja Morant. So they just decided, you know what, Tyrese, you're 6'5". Yeah, you're not going to play the 2. Sit the bench, buddy. Ja's got to get his buckets. But we're back in the play-in tournament. Oh, man. This is not good, but when we take a look at the roster, this Darren Barkley dude who we added has been solid. Kawhi is not putting up that good of numbers considering his overall. Russ has kind of just been consistently doing his thing out here, but he says he's going to retire, so I decided to pull out the last stop. Prime Russell Westbrook is back. Yeah, that's right. Prime Westbrook is here. He's here to save the day. No, we still lost in the play-in tournament. Are you serious? And now Russell Westbrook says he wants to retire? You thought he was finished? No, we're overriding the retirement. He's coming back. He's playing as Prime Westbrook because we are going to get a ring with this Clippers team, okay? That's what's going to happen. We're running it back another season. We're winning a bunch of games. Russ is the MVP. It's 2030. We've been simulating how many years? I don't know, man. Let me count on my fingers real quick. It's got to be at least like 7. Russell Westbrook is on all NBA first team. Well, of course he is. He's the MVP. Come on, Danny, lock in. But all defensive, we saw Russ on there. We saw PG on all defensive. Old man PG still locking down. And we're in here as the 2nd seed. That Timberwolves team's real tough, but we were right there with them. So hopefully we can do our thing out there this season. And when we check out the player stats, it was Russell Westbrook. It was Paul George. It was Darren Barkley. It was Kawhi Leonard, I guess. Like, come on, Kawhi, get some more buckets. Mark Williams. We added Larry Markkinen, so that's real solid. Always those minimum pickups can be huge for your team. Getting those guys on the minimum deals, oh my goodness, it's real helpful. We go ahead and we get out of the first round. In the second round, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Giddey, they got Lonzo, they got Pat Williams, and they had some auto-generated big man who I think was pretty good, but hopefully they won't be a problem for us. We're up 2-0 in the series. They're trying to bounce back, but we're not going to allow that. We take game 3, and not game 3. That was 5. Lock in, Danny. Come on, lock in. We take game 5 and game 6. We're moving on to the conference finals. Jason Tatum left Jaylen Brown to play with Jalen Green. He's playing with another Jalen in Sacramento this time. They're the 5 seed, and Russell Westbrook, by the way, look at the playoff run he's putting together. We better cap this off with a ring. It's the Sacramento Kings. Are we really going to lose to them? No disrespect to Kings fans, by the way, but are we really going to lose to them? Nah, get them out of here. You're not lighting the beam. You lit the beam one game in that series. That wasn't enough. We're out of there. Russ averaged a triple-double in the conference finals, and we're on our way to the finals against the Pacers. And look at their team. Do you see all the players on their basketball team? This is not good. Let's go ahead and let's get into a roster breakdown before we get into this series. Look at who the Pacers have. Ja Morant, Tyrese Halliburton, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, Desmond Bane. They have Bobby Portis. Look at their bench. Look at all the 80-plus players they have. This isn't fair. Are you serious? Bro, I don't understand how we're supposed to beat this team. But we've got MVP Russ. He's about to go in there, dunk on everybody, and rock the baby, okay? Let's go ahead and let's get into this series. We might be a little bit unevenly matched, but Russ is he's gonna do his thing. It's just gonna take a second. It's loading up. 35-12 was really good. We just need help from our other guys. That's the issue. We lost by 22 points, but game 2, we're back. We win by 16 points, and Russ gets his triple-double. 4 for 16 shooting. It was just, a couple bricks, miscalculated a couple shots. Y'all know how it goes. But in game number 3, we're back again. We're getting a big dub, and it's Russ. 33, 16, 15, and 5? Are you serious? 8 for 17 from 3, 8 threes from Westbrook. And in game 4, we've got a chance to go up 3-1, and we get a really close game. Let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Ja Morant's working his way to the rim and gets the nice reverse lay to go. That puts the Indiana Pacers up 2. We give the ball to Russell Westbrook. Can Russ lead this Clippers team to a 3-1 lead and a big win in this one? Russ drives past Ja and gets the slam. That was a nice one right there from Russ. Look at the way he got up. Russ was really doing his thing on that one. But can Ja Morant answer? It's still a close game. We've got a minute 30 left, all tied up. Let's see what he can do. He gets the screen up high. Ja pops the 3, and it's good. It looks like Ja and Russ are looking to go back and forth here as Ja drains the big 3. Let's see if Russell Westbrook has an answer. He's working on Ja Morant, and he needs a screen here. He's kind of just up top. There you go. The screen comes. Russ steps back for 3, and it's good. Russell Westbrook answers Ja Morant. They're going back and forth here. 5 points each since we hopped into the game, and now Ja Morant has a chance to put his team up. He gets the screen high, drives past his man, and slams it down. The Indiana Pacers are up 2 now, thanks to Ja Morant's nice slam with one hand. Let's see if Russ can get another bucket and make this back and forth sequence continue. He's trying to get by Ja Morant. He takes the mid-range. I don't know why he took that shot. It was kind of a bad look, but he made it. So the Clippers are once again tied with the Indiana Pacers. Can Ja Morant make something happen once again? Ja and Russ have had 7 points each in this back and forth encounter, but Ja passes it, gets the easy look for his big man. The big got the mismatch, and Ja made the right play there. Let's see if the Clippers can get another bucket. Russ is bringing it up the floor. He might need to look for one of his teammates because he's just been going at the Pacers defense. I'm sure they'll expect it. He pulls the 3 and it's off. It was a good look, but Russell Westbrook shooting the 3 might not really be what you want in that situation. If the Pacers score here, that's not good, and the Clippers decide to foul because, of course, 2K is broken. Desmond Bane hits the first but ends up missing the second, and they get the offensive rebound. We blew that opportunity there. I feel like we've really been missing some great big men on this squad, and that really showed right there. We might have a small chance, though, after the Desmond Bane missed free throw. Russell Westbrook's trying to go to the rim. They're passing the ball around, and Paul George has it in the corner in the clutch. We know what happened in the bubble. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that might not be the look you want, but we get the board, and Kawhi gets it, and oh, man, we're cooked. It's over. We lose, and now it's 2-2. This was a huge game for us. If we won, we would have had a convincing 3-1 lead. Only the Warriors had blown that one in 2016, so it's not looking good for us. We'll see if we can bounce back, and we can't. The Pacers take another game, and now we're down 3-2 in the series. So from a chance to be up 3-1 to down 3-2, we have to win this game 6 with our backs against the wall, and we don't. Our season is over. It was a great season for Russ. He won his MVP. He had that crazy back and forth with Ja Morant, but now all hope is lost, man. We lost the series, but guess what? After this, it gets even worse. Kawhi and PG want to retire, but we're not going out like that. We've got one more run in us. This is the last dance. Let's see what we can do. Prime Russ. We've got Kawhi. We've got PG. Russ wins another MVP. It's 2031. We've been simulating way too many seasons to not have a ring. This has to be our year. This is our last chance. This is our last dance. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into this playoff run. I'm really excited for this one. This is all led to this. Let's see if we can make it happen. We're the number 1 seed, and this season, y'all already saw Russell Westbrook's stats, but what was big for us is we made some pickups. Most notably, we were able to get Jarrett Allen on the squad on a minimum contract. What a steal of a signing. We needed that size. I was talking about it previously, how we need some better bigs, and Jarrett Allen should be able to hold it down inside for us. In the first round, we've got the 8-seeded Spurs. That's light work. It's the Battle of LA, but y'all don't have LeBron anymore. Come on now. Get him out of here. Now we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're up 2-1 in the series. I want to make sure we don't take a L, and I simulate the whole round. They try to beat us, and it's actually headed to a Game 7, but I'm not even worried, bro. Come on now. We've got Russell Westbrook. We've got MVP Russ. He's beating his former team, the Thunder, and we're facing the Hawks, who still have DeJounte Murray. He might be one of the few players who's actually remained with this team throughout this whole video. Kawhi and PG have stayed with the team, though, to be fair. All right, let's head into this NBA Finals series, though, because I am super excited for this one. And this Hawks team, yeah, they're kind of mid. We're a lot better than them. They still never traded John Collins. John Collins is still on the roster. Or wait, wasn't he on the Cavs earlier? He's back, though. But we're up 3-0, and guess what? We're here. We're here. We did it. We did it. We won the championship. It's over. Russ to the rim. Come on now. It's over. It's over, man. We're up by that's like 6,000 points, bro. They can't come back from that. We're NBA champions. Russell Westbrook did it. Kawhi Leonard did it. Paul George did it. We did it. The squad. We finally won this ring. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This one was super fun to make. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.